5 healthy foods that can make you feel really bad. Have you always believed that there is no such thing as too much of a good thing? So here is a video you might not want to watch. Get to know the foods that we always recommend to include in the menu thanks to their many benefits, and the boundary line that makes them harmful and even dangerous. When we go down on a whole box of ice cream, we sometimes are filled with guilt and uncontrollable anger at ourselves. On the other hand, when we read an article about superfoods and their many benefits, we believe that we have finally found something that we can eat more and more of, without those unsympathetic feelings that torment us so much. So this time we're here to spoil your mood, but also to make sure that you maintain your health and don't eat too much of these foods, which in high amounts may cause more harm than good. 1. Tofu and soy. Tofu, the most famous substitute for meat, which is known to be based on soybeans, contains quite a few components that should be taken into the body every day. First of all, it is one of the only foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids for our functioning. In addition, soybeans and tofu are rich in calcium, magnesium, selenium, as well as a respectable amount of essential vitamins. The problem is that soybeans also contain components called trypsin and protease inhibitors. These substances prevent the body from properly absorbing the protein in the beans. If you consume a standard amount of them, it does not cause any harm to the body, but excessive consumption of them can definitely cause you to lose the protein portion you have built on. How much is too much? You should consume no more than 4 cups of soybeans or 100 grams of tofu every day. 2. Hot pepper. We have already told you on several occasions how recommended it is to add hot pepper to your menu. This dominant food contains a respectable amount of antioxidants which, according to various studies, contribute to strengthening the immune system and even slowing down the aging process. Consuming hot pepper regularly may also lower blood pressure and the risk of heart disease. However, a compound in pepper called capsaicin, which makes it so healthy for the heart, can also in certain situations disrupt sleep and wake cycles and cause sleep problems. In addition, anyone who has consumed too much hot pepper in their life knows its negative effect on the digestive system, in a way that can cause nausea, diarrhea and stomach aches. How much is too much? When it comes to eating hot pepper, in any case it is impossible to consume too much of it, but it is still important to do so in moderation. In addition, you should limit eating it to the morning and afternoon hours. 3. Nutmeg. This spice can be an excellent substitute for sugar because it works on the taste buds and makes them think it is much sweeter than it really is. Studies have also linked the spice with improving the activity of the digestive system, sleep and even the mental state. However, when too much nutmeg is consumed, it may manifest itself in behavioral changes and disruption of cognitive function, which can reach a state of very tangible hallucinations. This may seem like a pleasure to some people, but in most cases, the sensations that accompany this, will be very unpleasant and include severe dizziness, weakness, and significant confusion. In exceptional cases, it can even cause brain damage or even loss of consciousness. How much is too much? It is highly recommended not to consume more than 2 small teaspoons of nutmeg. 4. Beans. Nutritionists recommend adding beans to the menu when you want to lose weight because it prolongs the feeling of satiety and contains many nutrients such as protein, dietary fiber, vitamins and minerals. You don't need to be an expert to understand that excessive consumption of beans causes unsympathetic disruptions in the digestive system, but the real negative effect that can be caused by eating them is actually influenced by the high amount of fiber in them. The fiber in beans can, when consuming too much of it, almost completely block the absorption of nutrients such as iron, magnesium, zinc and calcium. This is because the fibers bind to these substances and take them down the digestive tract, directly towards the exit. How much is too much? Here, unfortunately, there is no rule of thumb that you can follow, and it is important to listen to your gut feelings and understand for yourself how much is too much. If you already consume beans in large quantities, it is important to do so with a lot of water that will prevent some of the damage that may be caused. 5. Grapefruit. Of all the citrus fruits, grapefruit contains the highest proportion of components that strengthen the immune system. It contains a pigment called lycopene as well as a respectable amount of potassium, vitamin C and dietary fiber. All of these contribute to improving heart health and strengthening other systems in the body. Although the grapefruit is very healthy, it can be dangerous especially for those who take medication regularly or use drugs. The lycopene in the fruit, the same pigment that, as mentioned, contributes to improving health, also affects the body in a less sympathetic way, It enhances the effect of the chemicals in the drugs, in a way that can cause an overdose or intensify side effects. How much is too much? In this aspect, there is no recommended amount that should be adhered to, but it is important to consult a doctor to examine whether eating grapefruit conflicts with your medications. Your doctor may instruct you to completely avoid this healthy fruit. That's all for today. If you want to know more about other interesting facts, be sure to subscribe this channel for more updates.